Good.
Welcome back, team. You're gaming with Lone Star United, and we are playing Team New York tonight. It's just me and one other person. Say hello, Michael.
Good evening, Ed. Excited for our fourth game of the U.S. Cup. Hopefully we can clinch a division spot here, or a playoff spot.
Yeah. So looking at these cards, I'm not the professor like you, which is what Zimowit calls you, but I like containment.
Containment looks the absolute clear choice to me. I can't see anything else anywhere close to as good. That is a great containment too.
It is. I think
it
the
takes
whole
a very, very blah hand into okay or maybe even above average.
I think Indo-Pac might be the hold card. We'll see though how the coups go. Is it a 4-4 deuce?
I want to do a 4-4-2 because I want to play Trigger de Gaulle and Philip France. Because that's going to be 4 ops for only them getting one, so that's worth it.
I concur. Let's just throw it out there right away, like we have defectors.
Yeah, unless you're Justin, he likes to wait a while.
Yeah, he does. There's a couple of Zimmerwood does that now too. Balls across the nose. We might have to coup that unless he's got the card. We might have to coup it anyway, but.
We'll see what he does. Yeah, I don't know we'll see what he does. I guess we could, if they just take Thailand, we could do the two Pakistan, 2 South Korea play. That denies domination. It's kind of risky, but
I prefer taking Olympic Games and cooing Vietnam.
Well, I don't know. No, don't call me the professor.
Yeah, I will. You don't want me to?
Not really.
I like that. I like that moniker. It's going to stick, dude. It's going to stick. Totally going to stick.
Wish him good luck and have fun.
All right. I don't want him to have any luck.
Well, maybe then just have fun.
If they go into Thailand, do we 4-op coup it? No, right? Because
I'm leaning toward the 2 Pakistan, 2 South Korea play.
Oh, it's dangerous, man.
Oh, they're going to. Interesting.
Ooh. So now what?
Now I like couing Vietnam. I think that's better, right?
Well, then he's going to come back and coup Iran again.
J.A. McMahon and Sergio. I don't know who they are.
Okay.
Yeah, but if he coups Iran, we can coup back, and we're good.
That's true. Olympic Games good for you?
Let's think. If we did CIA, we roll a 1. That would be a disaster, right?
Yes, I like Olympic. I think CIA is a little not enough.
All right, I could do either CIA or Olympic. I think either one we could try.
Okay, well, make a decision, squad leader. You're the team captain.
CIA.
Okay. Oh, the best roll possible. The best roll possible.
That was a brilliant decision.
Brilliant. From the professor.
Brilliant decision.
That was a mistake in Iran. He should have gone Thailand and Laos.
Yeah, I almost always spread right away.
Yeah, I mean one in Laos and 3 in Thailand with
with just a 3-op card.
With EEU would have, then that assures the continued domination and presence there.
Yeah, sometimes now if I have Asia in hand, I might just score it right away.
Oh, I would. Yeah, on AR1. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I used not to. I used to just go 3 Thailand and 1 Laos and just plan to score it later.
Well, then you just scored on AR2.
Yeah, then you can score it on AR2, but people nowadays play two Pakistan, two South Korea, so depends on who I'm playing. Just
That's so
depends on
risky. I mean, it's less risky because we have Indo-Pak in our hand. But if he takes
yes,
the China card coup on Pakistan and flips it, oof, man, that's rough.
eh, then you roll, then you play IP war and you flip it.
Yeah, maybe you flip it.
Maybe.
Maybe you're just sucking wind, right?
Yeah. Well, there's always the danger. I mean, that's the problem is
Do you want to space Nasser or do you want to play coup it?
probably want to space it. We've already got two mill ops, and I bet DEFCON's coming down. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I think we got to put it in Canada.
You think?
Yeah, because I want to play De Gaulle. I want to trigger it.
Okay. So now we're cooing Iran. Are we doing a big coup with the 4-op?
Oh, we're gonna coup Iran. We've got to coup Iran, and we
Yeah.
got to win the coup, the roll too.
So it's a
This is
4-op coup.
important. Yeah, I think maybe we go Japan here. Maybe it's worth it,
I
just
think so.
because I mean that'll guarantee us if we get in there, we can at least get to Pakistan first.
I,
That's
I
just a
mean,
really
I mean, an Olympic coup looks like, what does that look like? An Olympic coup looks like anything but a 1.
no. A
No,
two would be bad
yeah,
too.
2 would be bad too. So yeah, I think we definitely want to do the 4-op coup for sure.
Yeah, I think we give ourselves every chance we can on this one. It's too big a roll.
I agree.
Yeah. So that's a little bit of overkill, but that's all right.
Yeah,
We,
but you
we
never know what the roll is going to be though. So
yeah, we managed our risk.
now we run into, you know what? I don't mind necessarily taking South Korea either before he puts a bunch of ops in there.
I don't think so. We've got so much else to do. I mean, we need to get to Thailand. We need to get to Pakistan. We need to get France. We need to get Lebanon, Egypt. I mean, we've got plenty to do with our ops. We've got more than enough to do with our ops.
Oh, well, we're
Besides
not going to get to
going,
Lebanon. He's going to take Lebanon.
probably so. Yeah. But we've got so much to do. Yeah. There's no way we want to mess with South Korea right now. Because that could also just backfire horrendously on you, and then you're not getting done. You know, you're not taking care of business that you need to take care of.
Yeah, I guess so. So
You know,
whenever I play opponents like you or Zimmerwit, I will go into South Korea because I know you're so much better that I need every advantage, and either it works or it doesn't. And if it doesn't, well, I was probably going to lose anyway. But if it does work, then I might have a chance. You know what I'm saying?
uh, I hear what you're saying, and I will tell you, I think that's the wrong strategy.
Oof, that figures.
Yeah. Well, he's getting back into it. That's the way it goes.
All
Yeah,
right,
I thought maybe he had that after he coup Iran again.
it's got to be De
So I think
Gaulle.
it's De Gaulle and just take France, right? Or maybe we put 2-3 into France and take Lebanon while we're at it.
Well, 3 into France or maybe 1 into Malaysia.
Um, yeah, but that's not going to stop anything.
I,
Lebanon will be gone
okay.
next turn. I think.
You like Lebanon?
Yeah, this will be bad if he's got Europe though. If he's got Europe, we blew it. Would he possibly still have Europe, or would he have dumped it already?
I think he would have dumped it AR1 instead of. In the headline, if he had it. Don't you?
Well, I probably still go Vietnam over Europe. It depends on my cards. But then he had a chance to dump it AR. Yeah, he definitely had a chance to dump it AR2. So I don't think he's got Europe.
Okay. So we're going to take Lebanon and take Dom of Middle East. Presence list
Yeah,
Dom of
I
Middle
like
East.
this better.
I like it. I mean, Malaysia would have been my other choice because I want to be able to at least touch Thailand, so make him do something there, right?
Yeah,
If he goes into
he's
India
gonna.
here,
But you're making him do what he wants to do anyway. He's gonna fill up Thailand anyway. So I'm not sure. You know, I mean, I guess that makes him overprotected by the end of the turn. But yeah, Lebanon was going to be gone after this turn. And I think Lebanon's a nice country. I mean, it's a great country to have. Gives you protection from Muslims. Gives you a little bit of Arab-Israeli war protection, gives you a non-battleground for the domination. There's just a lot of stuff. And we're going to get to Egypt too because we're spacing Nasser.
Yep. We might have to go to Pakistan here next.
Yeah, if he goes to India, we take Pakistan.
He goes to India.
Oh,
if he goes to India, we play Indo-Pak War.
No, we take India first. We take Pakistan first.
Yeah.
We don't need a 3-up because he spent.
It's all we got.
Because he played China, so we don't have to use a 3-up there.
It's all we got.
No, I know, but we don't have to put 3-ups into Pakistan.
Oh, no. Do you want to go to Egypt here just to be able to get to Libya?
I think we want to block the Asian domination.
And how do we do that? By going here?
Yeah.
That's not going to block.
That doesn't get there, does it?
No.
Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're not going to be able to block Asia unless, even taking South Korea doesn't do it. Yeah. Yeah, I think if he's got Asia, we just
suck it up.
We stop it.
Yeah, I say we go to Egypt, and that way we can get to Libya.
Egypt is fine, I think, because we need to do something still in Asia, and we need to take France by the end of the turn, and it would be nice to overprotect France.
So we've only got 3 more ops after this.
Sir, I don't know. Maybe we don't have time for. Maybe we don't have time for it.
So France.
I don't know. No. But then again, he could then he could push to Tunisia for it. Let's think about it. So we're going to space Nasser. We're probably going to hold IP war. That way we can get Milops next turn. We're going to play Cambridge. So we've got 6 ops, 2 to Pakistan, and 4 more ops by the end of the turn. At least 1 is going to Indonesia. Probably need to get 1 to the Philippines, I'm guessing, to try to stop the domination. Because he still has Laos and Vietnam that he can fill up. I don't know if we can afford Egypt. I think maybe Egypt can wait.
Okay. So I say let's go to Indonesia then.
Yeah, Indonesia.
If he has
Truman, we can wait on it.
I mean, we're going to fill Indonesia anyway, so we might as well fill it now, and we can wait before the end of the turn. He would have dumped it by now if he had Europe, right?
You could go to Iraq to make it harder for him to get any kind of presence in the Mideast.
If he goes to Iraq, I'm happy to fill Egypt.
Maybe we have to fill Egypt then? I don't know. I'm okay with Indonesia.
Okay. I mean, if he's got Asia now, then he's got Asia. I don't think he does.
Yeah, I don't think we have the opt to try to take Libya and Egypt. That's just, maybe we take Egypt if he takes Iraq. But I really want to space Nasser.
Yeah, and we got to get 1 into the Philippines to shut down that Dom.
And we got to get 1 into France.
Yes,
at least preferably 2 into France, because then that'll stop Socialist or Suez from just flipping it.
Right.
Yeah, so we need to overprotect France. We need 2 into France and 1 into the Philippines by the end of the turn.
He beat us to it.
He beat us to it. Let's go ahead and space Nasser. And we missed it anyway, so no worries. Well, it's good. He doesn't have Asia, and he doesn't have Europe.
Sarah and J.R. McMahon? Is that who the J.A. McMahon? I wonder what he calls himself. J.A.?
Yeah, I don't know.
From now on, you're the professor. That's totally going to stick. I'm gonna make fetch happen. Do you get the reference?
I don't.
Have you ever seen the movie Mean Girls?
No, I've not seen the movie Mean Girls.
Okay, you got to watch that movie. So this one girl, she's trying to make a new catchphrase, right? That's so fetch. That's so this. That's so fetch. And the she's part of the mean girl group, but the queen bee mean girl says, "Stop saying fetch. Fetch isn't. We're not going to make fetch happen, but I'm going to make the professor happen."
All right. Well, I like Justin's nickname for me better.
Which is what?
His was Captain America.
You know what? I like the other one better. Oh, UN intervention. I assume you're tracking, right?
I am. Oh, I don't. What are they holding?
I don't know.
I don't like that if I were them.
I bet you.
Planner, great cards.
I bet you they're holding defectors.
No, you just play defectors would be much better. Anyway, let's think about what we need to do. We need to put one into Philippines, and I guess 2 into France. I mean, that looks really good, right?
Yeah, it's either that or 2 into South Korea. But I hear you.
No,
I don't think that they are better than we are. They got a 1552 rating, so this is the best choice.
We've got a 1-0 record. We have played them before.
We have?
Yeah, look, we had a 1-0 record.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there you go. All right, are you good with this?
Anyway, play. Yeah. We want to lock that in. That's right.
And we got China card, so that's rock star stuff, man. That was a good containment. That was a great containment.
Yeah. I wonder if they've got D style. Maybe they've got D style, and that's why
maybe they
did it.
Okay, boy. No headline here. I think it's got to be Indo-Pac, right?
Yeah, I think it's got to be Indo-Pac.
Okay,
Nothing
good.
else. Europe is too risky. We can hold Europe later in the turn if we need to.
Yeah, and there's no way he's going to flip anything on us, so.
Yeah, we want to get our mill ops. We can take South Korea also.
Yeah, we will, and hold Korean War. Yeah.
Maybe hold it. We could hold it. We could space it. Yeah, probably hold it's better than spacing it, I guess.
Hold it and then space it in turn 3.
Turn 3, yeah. That's probably the way to go with that. Truman is, that's not terrible. I don't like having a Romanian abdication. NTB and NATO are fantastic. I'm glad to see Europe is at least coming on turn 2.
Yeah, we don't have a shitty hand here. I mean, it's all right. So what's he going to coup? Panama?
Probably he coups Panama. Yeah, I bet he's got deep style. Roll 6. 6, 6, 6. Oh! Nice
there
job.
we go. Stop that Dom for good.
Yeah, they're not going to dominate us now. Now they got to worry.
Yep.
Now we just grab South Korea on AR1 and we're looking good.
That or we event Korean War, which is what I would do, and then fill it in.
Ooh, then they need a 4-op. And the only 4-ops are Marshall and Purge. Maybe we event it. Maybe that is the way to do it. I don't know.
Get it out of the deck and fill it in.
Maybe.
I mean, if they get lucky, great. If they don't, then we own it, right? If they have a 4-op to follow through, that's okay. Eventually, we'll.
I don't know, but we can get immediate domination if we just take it straight.
Yeah.
If we play it and lose it, even if they can't take it themselves, they can dump it right away.
Okay, well, if we do that, then if Formosan pops out, I want to take Taiwan as well, just to give it some protection.
Yeah, maybe so. Well, it wouldn't be a rush then if we're holding it and getting rid of it on turn 3.
No, it would not be a rush.
So yeah,
maybe it's a hold. Maybe it's a hold, but then we have to play Romanian, which sucks.
No, Romanian's okay.
Nah, he's probably got. He's like you said, he was holding D-stall.
Yeah, but I think we can just wait a few turns. Wait until after he D-stalls before we play it.
Oh, I don't think he's D-stalling anytime soon. Do you? He's got no D-stall fuel. Like 0 D-stall fuel. He's got 1 up here in Finland.
If we get rid of Europe and Truman and free our hand up, maybe then we push to Colombia. Because I don't understand why they would do UN and 5-year plan.
Because they didn't want to play the other card.
Yeah, so what card does that make sense? We have to ask ourselves, what card does that make sense
It's got to
that
be
they don't want to
D-stall
play?
because they've got no D-stall fuel.
Yeah, if it was Marshall, you just UN Marshall, right? If it's duck and cover, you UN it. So it's not an American
Not only
card.
that, but they could have spaced it. So it wasn't a blue card. They could have spaced it.
Yeah, it's not purge like they were holding it to headline it on the next turn because they didn't do that.
No.
So it's got to be a red card.
Or defectors, because they don't want us to have it.
No, defectors is not that bad. That'd be a terrible play.
It would be, but I can see the reasoning for it. Holding defectors through turn 3 doesn't
Defectors
suck.
is not that dangerous.
Okay. But it allows you to headline whatever you want for 7 turns without.
I'm headlining whatever I want regardless of defectors.
Okay.
I'm not
Well,
scared.
that's because you're the professor.
I tell you, Ed, I really think it's got to be D-Style. That's the only card that makes any sense to me at all. Because
Right.
they didn't have anything to pull from, right?
So I do not want to give them Romanian.
Yeah, but if they've got D-Style, then we want to push to Colombia at some point.
We're not going to get a chance.
Probably not. Probably not.
Nope.
No. Well, there goes that.
Europe?
Let's think about it. Let's take South Korea and Egypt.
Okay. I like that.
Let's do that, and then we can get to Libya before they can. We don't have a card to hold for blockade, unfortunately.
We're going to hold NTB. Oh, actually, we'll hold NTB, but it'll be, we'll just dump it. We won't dump it. We'll take the loss and we'll move back into West Germany.
Probably that's the way to go.
Yeah, because that way we can hold Korean War.
That's very unfortunate. Let's try to get Europe out sooner rather than later. That will maybe discourage them from inventing blockade if they've got it. Yeah, so I think we get Europe out next.
If they played De Gaulle, I want to Truman it.
De Gaulle's out of the deck. We played it.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I'm not worried about it.
All right, time for me to refresh my drink, Ed. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, I got to do that in a second, too. Socialists for influence.
Oh, that's interesting. They put it into East Germany. They were afraid of getting punched and then German.
And I was about to recommend that, but I guess we'll go ahead and score Europe.
Hang on a second. Do we still have Asia? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wonder if it's take. Is it take Afghanistan right now?
No, let them take Indonesia, and then we'll take Afghanistan. Let's score Europe. Let's get that out before blockade gets played.
Yeah, maybe that's better. I'm just wondering if because they can always take Laos and Vietnam, and that makes a lot of sense for them to do that. And that gives them what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Yeah, let's just go ahead and get Europe out. I guess that's the play.
I mean, I'm okay with taking the China card and punching North Korea real hard too.
Yeah, we could even do that if we had to. You're right. That's a good point.
Especially if he plays blockade ahead of time, then we got to follow up with NTB.
We don't have to put 4 ops back into West Germany now that Europe's gone.
No, we can just put
Put
one.
2.
We can put one in there, and then put 2,
Yeah.
and then Truman can
Right.
Truman can knock him out. All right, look at that. Good points. No reason to go. All right, so what are you thinking now?
Let's take Afghanistan.
Okay.
I think, right? Or do we want to? Yeah, we don't need to do any kind of realignments or anything like that. There's
No, it's
nothing
the only
else.
unscored region. I think I like it.
Yeah. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We've got 7 countries. So now, even if he takes Laos, and maybe we just need to overprotect Indonesia next.
Yeah, I'm still
'Cause we
waiting.
wanna-
I'm still
we're
waiting
planning-
for D-stall. When is D-stall coming?
Yeah, anytime now. But you're going to have to do it after. Well, I guess we could play Romanian abdication on AR6.
Yeah, that's the only time I would play it.
I mean, you could even hold Romanian abdication in Space Korean War.
Yeah, I'd prefer to hold that till turn 3.
It's definitely risky doing it that way. Can you check how many cards on the draw deck for me?
Absolutely. There are 8 in the draw deck.
Oh, they played the Socialist
Yeah. And Mideast.
and Mideast. All right.
Warsaw Pact. And Fidel.
Yeah, so just thinking cards they may have are Comic-Con, D-Style, Suez, Arab-Israeli War,
Blockade.
Blockade, Marshall Plan, Duck and Cover, NORAD Defectors, Formosa, Asia, and Purge, even though I think it's very unlikely they have Purge, because that would have been a much better headline than Fidel.
Well, unless they don't have defectors. And they were worried about it.
Yeah, I suppose that's possible.
Do you still want to take Libya? There's Duck to Space.
Let's just maybe, I think it's Truman next.
What are we overprotecting? Indonesia?
Yeah, either Indonesia or Libya. I mean,
Yeah,
you could just do.
I like Indonesia.
All right, let's just do Indonesia then.
Okay. Because he'll try to get that eventually if he doesn't.
I mean, we could just play NTB next and just
Yeah. That's
and
exactly
keep on
right.
hold Romanian and just hope that he doesn't blockade us
And if he does, we just put Romanian into West Germany.
to West Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you hope you can get there before he does.
Right.
Yeah, that's not great, but I don't know. There's no great solution at this point for blockade. There's no red 3 that we've got to discard to it. So if he events it, it's bad no matter what.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. I think holding Korean War, that just feels better to me. Just hold it and hope we don't draw a terrible hand next turn so that we don't have to play it. I really think he's got these down.
I do too. He's been debating. Well, so he can pull one out of Thailand now, and he can pull one out of Finland. That's 2. He can pull
Yeah.
one out of Panama is 3.
Yeah, and you could do one out of Syria.
I wouldn't do one out of Syria. Presenceless
Or-
Dom and turn 3 is not good. But he could pull one out of East Germany. And that would be the 4 that he's. There it is.
Oh, that sucks.
No, we're not going to discard. We're just going to put. We're not going to.
You want to just eat blockade.
Yeah, I want to eat blockade and just put NTB back into it.
and hold Korea that way.
Yep. You good with that?
I'm thinking about it.
Because that way, because Europe might come back around turn 3, right? So I don't want to leave that.
The other way to do it, that's one way. The other way to do it is to discard NTB and then maybe play China card into North Korea or something like that.
I'd rather hold on to the China card now that we got it, especially with Asia unscored.
All right, just eat it and then fill it
Because
up.
it's not going to change anything in Asia. We already dominate, right?
Yeah, I'm just not sure which is best, but I definitely I hear you, and I mean I'm kind of leaning toward the way you suggest. That was definitely my first impression is just to eat it and then fill it up. I just wanted to consider the other possibilities. It's not great. I really dislike it that we didn't have anything.
I don't like it either, but it's what we got, right? So we'll eat it.
Yeah, yeah. There's nothing we
We'll
can
eat
do
it.
about it.
We'll
We
eat
couldn't.
it. We'll
We saw
refill
it
it,
coming and we just couldn't defend it.
and we plan for it. So that's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's okay. And now, what are you going to do with your D-stall?
Now you're giving them their D-style fuel, unfortunately.
Yeah, unless they do it right now.
Yeah, they're going to have a really good. I mean, we've got a great lead, but they're going to be fantastic in the mid-war regions.
Yeah.
This is not like a one game at all.
Nope.
Not even close. Even though we've got the domination in all three of the early war regions, but they are going to kick our ass in the mid-war. We need, yeah. I'm afraid they're going to get D-style and they're going to get locked in before we get any, even if we get lucky on turn 4 with Junta or Puppets or VOA, they may already be entrenched so that we can't
Well,
get them out.
unless we get the score Dom of all 3 early war regions, 5, 11, 15, and win the game on turn 3.
That would be sweet. Yeah, that would be nice.
You never know, right? You never know. Okay,
Never know.
now I got to go refill my drink. I'll be right back.
Never know. Yeah, so I don't know. What do you want to do with Romanian abdication? We've got one up.
I don't know. I'm away from the computer.
We could go to Iraq. There it is. We knew it was coming. We called it.
D-stall?
Yeah. Oh, they took from Cuba.
I'm hearing.
Oh, wow. Wow, that is a interesting D-style.
Where'd he go?
2 to Mexico.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. 2 to Mexico is,
It's greedy. It's very greedy.
yeah.
Okay, so do you want to, where else did he go?
1 to Venezuela, 1 to Chile.
Okay. Do you want to realign him out of Angola, or do you want to put it into Iraq? Or even into Libya for that point, because Nasser's coming back.
Libya would be a good coup. Right now, he doesn't have a good coup target.
Okay.
Because let him coup Egypt and then get wiped out with Saddam.
Okay, you're going to hate this move. Think about this. 1 to Cuba. Gives us access to Haiti and Nicaragua so we can realign his ass out of there.
Yeah, I was thinking realignments on either, just a 1 realignment roll on Venezuela or maybe Mexico or maybe Angola.
I like all those for realigned moves.
I was thinking actually probably Venezuela, even though that's the least likely to succeed, that would be like the highest upside. But, I really don't think 1 to Cuba is bad. I mean, obviously that sets you up for Ortega in the late war, but
Yeah, we haven't hit a space roll yet, so I'm not worried about that.
well, I like the space a lot, so hopefully we'll get a lead, but hopefully you can deal with it. And
We can always realign ourselves out of there.
No, you can't always do that, but you can always try.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? You want to try realign or you want to go to
Always.
Cuba?
Um,
See, because the professor once told me that influence in the early game is more important. But getting them out of Venezuela, man, that's just.
well, that is influence.
I know,
that's
but
removing-
that's like. Ugh.
That is a fantastic result. But it's only a 28% chance.
Yeah.
So that's not great odds. Maybe we just go to Cuba and then on AR1 we can try our realigns.
Yeah, because he's going to coup Egypt anyway.
Yeah, he's got to coup Egypt. That's going to be where he goes on AR1.
Yeah.
I mean, unless we get duck and we event it or something like that.
Yeah.
I think we're the better players, and we've got a nice VP lead, and we've got a nice lead on the board in the early war. So maybe we do the more conservative and go to Cuba,
Okay.
or just rolling the dice.
Yeah, I think I like that better right now, and I think we played it right so Romanian didn't give him additional fuel.
Yeah,
So
he didn't get
we
anything.
called it that it had to be destalled, right? After
I think that was
UN.
a hold card. I would bet anything. I wouldn't bet anything, but I would bet that was a hold card.
Okay, so up to Marshall, NORAD, Comecon, Suez, and Marshall is the last of the thing, and then Indo-Pac, UN, and Warsaw is the redraw.
Okay. So, defectors, Formosa, Asia, and Purge are their cards. We're going to get Purged, I bet.
So do we Marshall
We need-
here?
We need to plan for Purge. So, if we get Purged, it's going to be Suez to space and UN Korea, I guess, right?
No. Oh,
If we-
yeah. Or hold it. Yeah.
We can't hold. Well, I guess we could play UN for one up and hold it, but it'd be better just to UN it.
Yeah. Okay. So do we? So the only thing I see here is Marshall.
Yeah, or IP war again. I mean, you could try IP war because we're probably not going to get our mill ups any other way anyway.
Well, that's true. You just want to try to get the 2 VP there?
Yeah, I think just IP war, and then we can hold Marshall. That's our nice 3 ops that we can defend. Like if he pushes into South Korea or India or something, I don't know. 'Cause
Okay,
he's
so
gonna try to-
I'm concerned about NATO because it won't fire if we don't do Marshall.
But we'll play Warsaw Pact,
Yeah, we're gonna end up playing it, yes.
so
Okay.
we can get it to fire that way.
Except if he has NATO, that'll be his coup card.
He might hold it back. He might think.
No.
He might
If
wait.
if he has NATO, that's his coup card.
I don't know. To Egypt, he doesn't need
Do
to
you-
use a 4 up in Egypt. He may
Do
not
you
care
do
about
you
that
ever
that much.
not coup with NATO if you have it in your hand and it's not active?
Yeah, because he doesn't know we have a Warsaw Pact. That's an unknown card.
No, but he knows we have Marshall.
Well, he's going to know we didn't headline it.
Okay. So what do you want to do? Indo-Pac?
You know, I'm just looking at it. NORAD's also a possibility.
Yeah. No, I like NORAD. I like Marshall followed by NORAD, and that gives us because Marshall will fill in Canada. We don't have to do anything extra.
I like the flexibility that comes with getting our mill ops and just keeping as many ops in hand as possible.
You don't think we're going to get mill-ops after we go to Nicaragua and Haiti?
We might. I don't know if we got time for all that anyway.
All right. So
Maybe
it's Indo-Pac.
my first thought is IP war, and
Okay.
he can then play NORAD later in the turn if you've got the ops to spare.
Okay. We're going to do it.
And maybe he pushes up. Oh, he didn't. He was too scared. Too scared. And you got the roll. Good job.
It wasn't me.
Yeah. They definitely should have headlined Purge. They were just too scared of defectors.
Well, they have
No, they got
defectors in their hand. They also have
I don't-
Asia. They have Asia, and that's the issue.
Man, I don't know.
There it goes. See, I would have went to Libya, man, just to keep that.
They would have cooed Libya then.
Okay, so what do you want to do now? Do you want to give them Warsaw and head out to Nicaragua and Haiti?
Let's think. We need to make sure we're going to get Asia. I mean, I guess they could have drawn a 5-year plan. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7. I don't see any way they can stop Asia.
They got Formosan, right?
They do, but they're probably going to. We don't need to fill it up.
Okay. So what's our
I
next
mean, I
plan?
guess they could have Korean. Well, no, we've got Korean War. We're not worried about that.
You know what we can do is we can space that thing right now before he plays Purge.
He just played Purge.
Oh, that's right. He just played Purge. Okay, so what do we need to do?
I think NORAD is a very possible event this turn. Maybe it's Warsaw right now, and then you can fill up Canada and go to Iraq, and I don't know, maybe South Africa. I like getting to Iraq.
I agree. That gives us access to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, at least kind of push him there so that he doesn't have all the time in the world, because he's going to want to fill up South America. I mean, the other option is we could do realignments right away.
Okay. Do you want to do those?
Realignment has huge value.
Yep. Do you want to realign with those three?
Let's think about it.
I like the realigns for Venezuela and Chile. I like it a lot.
So he could grab. Are we going to cause problems for ourselves in Europe now?
Why?
Like he grabs another country. Is he going to beat us on country count somehow in Europe?
Yeah, well, we'll take Canada and we'll take Spain, Portugal, or Greece, right?
I guess let's go the realigns. I'm always offended when somebody does an aggressive destal. I feel like they need to be punished for that.
Okay, so Venezuela first. I see that.
And I'm okay with that if you're okay with that.
Yeah, Venezuela, I think, is the clear one that we want to get out of there.
If we're doing realigns, that's the first to go. Come on, hit it, baby. Hit it, baby. Hit it, baby. Hit it. There you go.
Okay, so now.
What about Chile?
Do you want
Chile or Mexico? Or no. Let's do Angola. Or do you think Algeria?
Well,
Angola,
Algeria is better odds than Angola.
Yeah, but you got to get 2 out instead of just 1.
Right, and Mexico is better odds than Angola.
Yeah, we should do Mexico if we're not going to do Angola.
Okay, so 28% chance to get them out of there. 28% chance to get. It's either way. It's 28% chance.
Yeah, Angola, you get them out of there, you get 2 battlegrounds. Mexico, you only get 1, and you'll have that realignment later in the game if you want it.
All right, we'll go for Angola.
Let's do that.
And negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full.
We got 1 with 3 ops, but I think that was decent value.
No, I agree. I agree. Getting Venezuela Venezuela gone was perfect, and
that was big.
So I think Spain, Portugal ought to be on our list just to protect Italy against brush war.
See about that. I think maybe we pushed our luck on realigns enough already. Maybe we just hold off at this point.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about Spain, Portugal right now. Man, that's brutal.
Now we don't really need to worry about Europe at all, I don't think.
That's how I want to do it. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, yeah. Okay. Do you want to get to Iraq, or do you want to space now?
Yeah, I want to space.
Because I think we're spacing Korea, and we're UNing Suez at this point, right?
Do you want to take Iraq with Marshall?
Oh, yeah. That's a lot of our ops.
Gives us Dom, though.
Yeah, but let's just. I don't think we want to take it. I think we just need to get there.
So do we want to get rid of Suez?
Well, Suez is going to go with UN, so
Okay.
that's a three-op card. What are we doing? We could go one Iraq, two South Africa, something like that,
Well, one
maybe.
Canada, right?
If we're going to do NORAD, yeah, we could do one Iraq, one Canada.
I think so. One Iraq, one Canada. Where's the last one go?
I
The
mean, you
other
can threaten
option
to
is to
Cuba
put
realign if you want,
to put one in Mexico, one in Canada.
or threaten Cuba.
You mean Nicaragua? He'll just coup
Yeah,
it.
so
He'll just coup it.
yeah, that's fine. We'll get a place to coup next time.
Okay. So you're good with this, and that.
Yeah, with the plan of playing NORAD, is that the? Well, I guess that's the plan.
That's the plan. Yeah, I like the NORAD plan.
All right, that's the plan. That's the plan. We're gonna do NORAD. NORAD is a feast or famine card. I mean, it can be just a killer, or it can be not worth a whole lot.
Well, we'll see if we get three ops out of it or not. If we get three ops out of it, then it was worthwhile, right?
Probably. I mean, then we'll spend four because we spent one to fill up Cuba. I mean, one to fill up Canada, and then three for the card itself.
Oh, well, we could hold NORAD and see if we draw Quag, play Quag first, or space it and then do NORAD. What's our
We're
hold
not
card?
holding. We played UN, so we're not holding. I mean, unless we
Oh, that's
played
right.
with
We're
China,
not. Yeah,
we're
that's
not
right. We're
holding
not
anything.
holding anything.
I
Well,
mean, you could do China card. You could do China card into North Korea.
yep.
I
And
love the fact that North Korea gives you protection from the Korean War.
yeah, not really. Only if you own it.
Right, if you own it. But
There's
he's playing
for
Asia right now.
there's
He's gonna play.
Formosan. We knew he was going to
Yeah,
do that.
I'm afraid he's got a 5-year plan. He hasn't touched anything in Asia yet.
Yeah. So let's just
Oh
space.
man, he got a big roll there.
Yeah. You want a space Korean War?
Yeah, let's just get rid of it.
Yeah. He's probably
Eh,
got. He's got to have 5-year plan, right?
it feels like it.
Yeah, it feels like it to me. Yeah.
Feels like it. Definitely feels like it to me.
Oh nope.
Oh no, he doesn't. That's good. That's
Okay.
very good news.
All right. So you want to event NORAD?
Yeah, we went down the road. Let's follow up.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Feast or famine, baby. Feast or famine.
We committed ourselves, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
He's got nowhere to coup next turn. I guess we don't do anything like let's not give him a target.
Right.
Let's get Europe and win the game.
How are we going to do that?
Well, he's got to draw it. Or we've got to draw it. Either way is fine. Yeah, so now let's either fill up Saudi or South Africa. Those are the two places I want to go to.
Or Iraq?
No, I'd rather go to Saudi before Iraq
Why?
because Muslims is less painful that way.
Okay. No, we don't really care about that. We do care about this.
So he's holding defectors he still has defectors in one other card.
Yeah. So,
So I think we need to take Saudi
okay.
for sure.
So, Comic-Con or Marshall?
Um,
I like Marshall with an extra one to South Africa.
or an extra one to Iraq.
Yeah, either way. I don't want him to take South Africa. I don't think he's got another 4-op. And then we can take Comic-Con and flip Angola at the end.
All right, I'm okay with that.
I'll tell you what, mid-war scorings do not look good.
No, they do not.
They do not.
1-1-1. There you go. Hold out, Israel.
Do we want to take Angola and give them a coup, or do we want to just fill South Africa and Iraq?
I don't want to take Angola. I think we take Iraq.
Okay.
I mean that gives us a path to victory. If
Yeah,
you
it
can
gives
get to
us dime.
victory, that'll be our headline, and we get that scored before either Central or Africa, and boom,
Or Europe. Europe,
or
Europe would
Europe,
do. Yeah.
Europe or Mideast. Now,
Europe or
or now
Mideast.
we've got a chance to win right away.
And they don't
Boom.
have Central. That matters.
Yeah, I mean, this game could very easily go south on us with Central and
Yeah.
Africa and
Whatever
South
whatever
America
the
all together.
scorings are matter, right?
Yeah, so we need to strike while the iron is hot,
And we don't.
and we don't. Let's do. What about Bear Trap? And then
Yeah.
we coup,
I like bear
and
trap.
then AR5. We play How I Learned to win the game.
AR5?
AR7. What am I saying?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Too much whiskey.
Okay.
I think Bear Trap's got to be the headline, or maybe Ask Not. We could. There's a
Too
bunch to dump here.
too late.
We could. Yeah, we could have been looking for one of the scorings.
I don't is that what you want to do? You want to look for one of the scorings?
Well, let's see what happens. I think Bear Trap makes a lot of sense regardless. We could
Yeah.
Bear Trap, then we coup with, I guess, Olympic Games,
Yeah.
and
Oof.
oh, that hurts.
That hurts a lot.
It does.
It also tells me that he's probably got that.
No, that's just a good headline no matter what.
Yeah, it is.
That's a good headline even if he doesn't have Mid East. I mean, he might, but I'm still headlining that regardless.
And I'm okay with keeping Nasser and just playing it. And then when Sadat comes out, we're good, right? They got out with defectors. Okay, so are we cooing or are we taking Iran?
No, we're coup. We got a coup. We got a coup.
Zaire?
We got it. Yeah. Now the question is it Zaire or Angola? Probably Zaire is better for
I
us.
like Angola. You're right.
Yeah, but we,
Keep
we
South
got nothing
Africa.
left to follow up though. What are you gonna do? How are you following it up?
Well, we're depends on what we get with Ask Not.
But I'm okay with it.
Angola or Zaire? Which one?
What do you think?
My first gut was Zaire, but then when you said Angola,
No, I said Zaire.
I know, but when you said that, I'm like, because it'll protect South Africa. Otherwise, he goes to Botswana and realigns us out.
Yeah, if we go Zaire, then we're conceding South Africa, right?
We're conceding Africa scoring.
I think that's right. I think if we go, I guess we can try. Maybe we go Angola and we're gonna use Kennedy. We're gonna use Kennedy to dump South Africa, Deco, Willie, Kitchen, and I think we don't have
Unless he
to.
scores Central. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, do it. That's a good roll.
Good roll, and we get an ORAD.
And we get.
Where's that one going?
I don't know. Maybe we just break him in Cuba. Just cause some
Absolutely,
problem.
absolutely. We break him in Cuba. That was my second choice.
Or no. Oh well, I was gonna say maybe South Africa is better, but all right.
Yeah, I thought about South. That was my first choice, but Cuba's good because even if he has Central, at least he's not scoring.
Yeah, at least it's a little bit less, and maybe he thinks he's got to score it right away just
Yeah.
to avoid losing to 20.
Hmm.
Yeah, so maybe we find out if he's got a scoring, maybe he's got it right now. If he's got Central or Mid East, maybe it comes right away. That's
Alliance for
unfortunate.
no points. All right. So he doesn't have Middle East. Do you
I
want
don't
to
think he's got Middle East.
do you want to dump Astronaut right now for everything except for How I Learned?
Yeah, that's my first thought.
Okay, we
And
might end
hopefully
up with Central
and
though.
and draw Europe. Yeah, I know. You're
Okay.
right. What else are you gonna? I mean, these are bad cards. There's a bunch of bad. You're getting rid of a bunch of bad shit, so you're getting good value out of it. Get Europe.
Get
Get
Europe.
Europe.
Nope, didn't get it.
But we didn't get anything bad either. All right, help me remember. Let me track the cards. What did we dump? We dumped Kitchen, Nasser,
Here you go.
Willie. What else? Deco and South Africa. Okay, so we dumped what? 1, 2, 3, 4. We dumped 5 cards. All right.
That's not a bad dump.
No, we got decent cards. We got decent cards in there.
And if
Yeah,
he
we got
doesn't
very
have if
decent
he
cards
doesn't have
out of it.
any if he doesn't have any scorings, we win at the end of the game.
Yeah, OAS is going to get us to South America. That's nice.
Yep.
So if he's got Central, he plays it now, right?
Yep.
Yeah. If he's got Mideast or Africa, we just need to get the VPs. I mean, if he doesn't have any way to get a coup, then we're going to win the game also. If he can't score or get a coup.
Right. That's the point. Right. So we're not putting into non-battlegrounds. Oh.
Ooh. Oh, no space. Never mind. I was like, did he play that? That's not good. So what? Does this mean he's got no scorings, right?
I think that's what it means. Yeah. I say we go back into Iran with shuttle.
I think we're going to win this game, Ed. All right.
You good with
Knock
that?
on wood. Southeast Asia could also be bad. I think I'm good with that. And what, South Africa?
I like. Yeah, South Africa. Sure. Battlegrounds.
Or
I was gonna say
Iraq.
Iraq.
You could go Iraq.
Iraq was what I wanted. Yeah.
Iraq is fine.
Yeah.
Either one of those is okay.
If he had South Africa, he would have already scored it. If he had Middle East, he would have already scored it.
I don't think he's got a scoring.
So as long as we don't give him mill ops
Don't give him Milops, and we event how I learn at the end of the game, end of the turn.
and win it quick. Woohoo!
And win it
4.
Yeah, we want to play Camp David for the event too, just to make Sadat good.
Yep.
I mean,
I think
one more
that-
VP as well.
Yeah, I think
He's
that's
probably
next.
he made space. He made double space.
I think
He gets
salt,
two VPs
salt, is
that
our,
way.
salt is our hold card, right? In case we run into Lone Gunman.
Salt or flower power. I like to hold flower power. That way we can get rid of any war cards we draw next turn before we play, before we play flower power.
Yeah, but we can't event salt. So it'll be for ops.
Oh, what's in the discard?
No, there's
Is there anything for
Purge.
VPs?
Purge is in there. For VPs, no.
Let's think. Let's look. IP war. What else is there? What's on the blue cards? Nuclear subs. No, but then we can't do it. We can't do it before the end of the turn because then he gets his mill.
Right. No, I don't think that's it. So,
Kitchen debates. How many? What's the battleground count? 1, 2.
no. We
3,
got
4,
rid of
5,
it. We got rid
7,
of it
8,
because he's ahead.
9,
He's ahead. He's
10,
ahead.
11. No, he's not that far ahead. He's got
ahead.
12. We've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got it as 10 to 12.
He's ahead.
Is that right?
And 2 VP don't do it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, my count's off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Plus 2, minus
12.
1.
1,
but
2,
he-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I got it. So we've got 10, he's got 12, and there's 7 uncontrolled.
And there's a bunch that he can pick up easy. I don't think that's the right play. I think it's Camp
Yeah,
David.
we're not getting there with that.
Camp
I don't
David.
think we're getting there.
Camp David.
No, let's do OAS.
Okay.
Let's just get to Argentina and or Brazil. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Let's do that. We've got no way to stop I guess we go Camp David and then maybe we can control Israel. And we can play salt for ops if we need to. We can play flower power for ops and hold salt. That's also possible.
I think that's
We
a
can
better
play
choice.
China. We can even play China card if we need to.
No,
We're close to winning.
I think we play flower power and we hold because we're going to win this as long as we don't go into a non-battleground, right? So going here, here, and here solves this problem. What do you think?
I'm okay with that. I mean, you could also try to just grab South America or South Africa right now.
Yeah, he would have scored
But
it already. It doesn't
I'm okay
matter.
with. I don't think he's got any scoring.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But if he does have one in South America, because this is the first time.
Yeah, if he's got one, it's. I don't think he's got one.
Okay, I think we'll go with that.
All
Make
right.
sure we have
I
that.
think we're okay. I think we're okay either way.
Then we'll camp David, and then we'll how I learned for the victory.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. Camp David, how I learn. Camp David event, how I learn event, win the game.
Oh wait, Camp David gives him access. Oh no, he can't coup in Jordan. We're okay. All right.
What's that?
Oh, I was thinking to myself, oh, Jordan's a non-battleground, so but he can't coup there because it's DEFCON 2.
Yeah, we don't want to give him any target. If he's got like Panama Canal return, he ought to be playing that.
Yeah, that would give him a. It won't be enough, but
Well, yeah. If he played it right now, he could get one, and then he could do it again on AR7.
yeah.
But you're right. If he does it on AR7, it's not enough. Yeah, he needs to space, and he needs to get mill ops. But this is looking good. Knock on wood.
This is going to be something to foil us at the last minute. You wait and see.
We are getting lucky. The scoring is the timing of the scoring is just coming out well because this is a game that it could go south on.
Oh yeah, really quick.
Central America, Africa, Southeast Asia, Mideast. We're behind in a bunch of regions.
This is actually very similar to that game I told you about, my silver playoff game, where I had he had a lot of EPs, but I had a lot of board presence, and I ended up coming back as the Soviets. So it all depends.
Yeah, people tend to think that the Soviets get the big VP lead and then the U.S. comes back, but a lot of times if the Soviets get the early access, then they can win that way. Oh, this is so desperate. This is desperate. Oh, look how desperate that was. Facing libs. Yeah, go ahead and event it. This is going to be, they've got no way to get me
You're
alive.
desperate much?
That is so desperate.
Did I spell that right? Desperate.
Desperate. I think that's right. I don't know. We don't want to rub. I don't know. Truman. Yeah, that's game over. And then we go, let's do how I learn anyway.
Yes.
But it didn't matter whether they made it or not. Go to 5. Go to 5.
How come it won't let me? Oh, I
Click
got to
on it.
click on it first. Okay.
All right. Good game.
GG. That was a tough one.
Yeah. Scorings were very favorable for us.
Oh yeah, I mean, if we would have drawn Central, it would have been we would have been sucking wind, right?
Yeah, now the interesting thing is if we have a scoring card, could we have held it and won the game? I
No,
can't remember.
no, you
Play
cannot.
deck.
Nope. It'll kill you. I've tried.
Play
it.
deck will?
It'll kill you. It'll kill you dead.
Huh. Because that's the actual official rule these days. They kind of changed the official rules. You should not be able to get away with that.
You can't.
You shouldn't be able. You can't win on mill ops if you're holding a scoring card. You're saying,
No, that's correct. Yeah.
and you've tried that on play deck.
Yeah. So I thought that if I could win the game, that the scoring card didn't matter. But no, the scoring card, if you hold it, will definitely kill you.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I wasn't sure how Playdeck handled that because the official rules they kind of changed that up. It used to be the way I read the rules is you should be able to win on mill up before you lose on holding a scoring card. And then there was like a
Now that's that the way the
and
way
then there was a change. There was a change in the rules where they said you lose on holding a scoring card before you win on mill ups.
Yeah, no, the way
Which,
because I've tried it. I've tried to win, but what happens is if you have a
yeah,
scoring card in your hand at the end of the turn before mill ops are figured out, then you lose.
huh. That's too bad. I like the rule. I like it so that you can win on mill up. To
Yeah.
me, that's like a great play, and that's smart. That's a good way. That's good play, and you should be rewarded for that.
Yeah, but it says you cannot hold it, so there's that.
But but you should be able to win before you come to that point.
Yeah, but
That's my
you held it to the end of the turn, which you're not allowed to do. So it's it's kind of
But the
gamey.
end of the end of the term doesn't come until mill ups come.
No,
Is my
no, no, no,
okay?
no, no. The end of the turn is when you play your last card.
That's not the end of the turn. That's the end of the when you play your last card.
All right.
First you get mill ups, then you get the end of the turn.
All
That's
right.
how I think it should go. That's how the original,
A
sequence of play was.
a spirited debate with the professor and his student. So
Yes.
so
Yeah. But it is good to know that you've tried it out and that the actual answer is do not try that because you will lose.
correct. So you've been
All
gaming
right.
with Lone Star United. Like, subscribe, come back early, come back often. The professor and I are out.